Alright. Go live. You're live? Hello, anybody who may be watching this. Welcome to my stream. I shall share this with the person who needs to watch the streams. And, chaos and despair. Indeed. Yep. Alright. Also, new plan. So that I can get caught up on the Ace Attorney series as well as, so that I can get caught up on both the Ace Attorney and Danganronpa series. I was told it would be a good idea to finish a chapter of Danganronpa and then to do 5 to 10 episodes of an Ace Attorney game, wherever I am in the series. So I'm gonna do that. So when I'm done with this chapter, which first I need to investigate, then finish the trial, I shall move on to Ace Attorney. Now, in the instructions for this game, it says that you have to run it as an administrator, but you really don't. I can just click on it or run it as an administrator. It really just doesn't matter. But yeah. Well, your waifu, what about them, bro? Anyways, wait, why am I confused about that new game? Right. I'm saved up here, so let's continue. Alright then. So it shows us what we can and cannot investigate. That we can investigate way too much. That was probably the murder weapon. Looks like it. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. I see it. I can see that. Bruh got genocide jacked, unfortunately. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? Most likely. That's right. I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Nice. Locker room dumbbell has been... Hello there. General Costanza. You are an old one. You are a bald one. Alright. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook, aka the court record. What? No, wrong game. Okay. Here's a blood stain. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Now we have to investigate her body. Good lord. Hot. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Shihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but...
What?
But we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. Here's the thing. Last time, I had already played the investigation, so I knew exactly where to investigate. Here, it's really just blind luck that'll get me anywhere. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Now's no time to think about it, yeah. You reacted very calmly to your waifu dying. I was happy I guessed it. Trust me, I did not feel calm. I may have acted calm, but that was not how I felt. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. Well, the rule of DR is don't get any attachments. Yeah, I had to keep reminding myself. It's a fictional character. Get over it. Otherwise, you'll never will. So, yeah. So next time I talk to someone in here, I'll keep the fact that they're probably gonna die in my mind. So, yeah. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. I don't know. A lust for blood, probably. The surveillance can't. Oh, crap. They know what happened, and they're still forcing us to go through with this. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That does suck, doesn't it? If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. Alright, is that going to be the same response with everyone else? She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seemed to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. She needs hearing aids. Oh, also, I couldn't have made much noise. Yeah, because my parents are in the other room and I don't want to disturb them. I use this locker room all the time. Now, it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in her locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still, every inch. Shut up. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. Makoto, you know this. She talked about this in your last encounter. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume— Sakura voice, kept you waiting, huh? What? So I only— right. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night.
However,
Perhaps. But it's difficult for me to— crap. She did what she did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here— crap. But that she would have come with someone else? It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, thank God. Not everyone here is completely useless. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? I need to get stronger. I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. In the handbook, you can look at dialogue you may have accidentally skipped. Ah, nice. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh, already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. I guess here is a good place to check. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Alright then. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Like nothing. Please tell me he's not gonna make me do this. You could at least try and figure out where we should check without my help. You dumb fool. Here. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf, which have nothing to do with this case. Flotation donut. I don't think is related to what happened to Chihiro. Can I move at this point? I don't think there's anything in here that could lead to anything. This is one of the Monaco. Yeah. Alright. Maybe this gun was used to. No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. Bill Nye is on MSBC right now. He's a lib. I see. Wait, no, that's not. This isn't Byakuya speaking. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take that up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? He clapped his hands together like Daniel Plainview. Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. I think the thing where Makoto's voice changes depends on who he talked to last, JK. Yeah, that is, how it goes for me, isn't it? And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
There were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl. The ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else the handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room, so only a girl could have killed her. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey Makoto, I can see right through you. Yeah. You have 4 eyes as opposed to 2. It should be quite easy for you. See right through me? You're a ghost, bruh. Allow me to tell what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. What? So you're suggesting that a boy took a girl's e-handbook and a girl agreed to it? I mean, I guess it's not impossible. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. What? That is such a stupid loophole. There's no way that he'd include that as something that makes sense. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. What? This is all so... What? So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. You're like, why would anyone eat you? They'd electrocute their mouths. That would hurt. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so,
Why you?
so sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Why?
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. Why? No more questions. No more questions. Figure out the rest your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so it could have been anyone, truly. Ah, man. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does it mean I have to figure it out for myself? Monokuma what's? Oh, God. Okay, well, what would we be looking for in here, dude? Alright, that looks like it's important. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook! No, wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox, so no one even had to agree to it, but one person could have stolen the handbook from there and put the handbook back. Now at Ace Attorney, we could use the fingerprints as evidence, but unfortunately no one here is a forensic scientist, so we're screwed. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka, 3 people who are dead. Pick the bucket. Monokuma is mixed race, Tristan, you can't trust— oh, shut up. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on with the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka, why are you turning on her handbook? Didn't you simp over her? You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now, do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited, but no one loaned it because they're dead. Unless their ghost loaned it, someone just stole it. And apparently theft is fine, but loaning is not. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is completely fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main Hall e-handbooks has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Right. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment, which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the e-handbook to break during that kind of assault. Oh. So it didn't break because he was executed. It broke because of the specific execution.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey!
Really angry!
Great soundtrack, indeed. What? That no, he's not Byakuya. Byakuya's voice is the most fun to do because it's easier for me to go deeper than to go higher. Going higher kills my vocal cords, but going deeper is like soothing. So it's harder to do like every voice that's not Byakuya because right, just think about it. Like I'm destroying my vocal cords with Sakura and Mondo and Monokuma and Aoi and just frickin' everyone except Byakuya. He's my saving grace. That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental. A super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. But it did. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but, even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you.
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what his weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But I might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. I'm sure it will have a connection. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Alright. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro, my waifu. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? I needed to talk to him about that. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. You know, this is a thing with these mystery games, and it's not a bad thing, it's just something I've noticed. Usually, when there's a mystery, they don't stay to that one mystery. You know, like this happens in Ace Attorney 2, where like you're in the middle of a trial, and then suddenly you just stop caring about defending your client and proving them innocent, but more about solving a different mystery, and not even the mystery of who was the actual murderer, but just mysteries in general. And it's a bit odd how they do it so often, but you know, it's a good way to flip the tables, I suppose. I think a better way to flip the tables would be if Ace Attorney 7 had a divorce case, but whatever. Then you really believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people. But that's gotta be an urban legend. I can't. Switching voices is hard, guys. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? Feel not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Can you show me now? What do you mean by that? Never mind. Alright. No, I know. Whoa, hold on. No. Tristan, just use your voice. No.
Don't make me repeat myself.
It's not as fun that way. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. No, yeah, that's right. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really... Ah! Hey, you two! Who is it? Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone. What? Alright. But it's an emergency! Emergency! Are mom and dad still here? Ah. Come on, please, you gotta help me. What is it?
Please,
Please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
I mean,
But, it's an emergency! An emergency? What happened?
well,
Bruh, big oof. Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Haven't noticed until now. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? Exactly. What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Togo, I must admit, I'm intrigued. Oh, is the feeling mutual? Hina is Wise Guy's waifu, bruh. You see, you can't hate on me for liking my waifu, okay? My waifu, first of all, is dead, okay? And she has no boobs. I'm a man of culture. And you're gonna leave the door open, are you? Hold on, I need to wait a bit for them to shut the door. I don't know how to do for some reason. I actually have to still do stuff. Keeping the door open. They get on my case about it. But when it would be so easy to just shut the door, they can't shut it. Why? I'm waiting. They can hear me with it shut. You know how bad it's gonna be. Oh, Lord. I suppose we could take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me repeat myself. Yeah, that's what he actually said. I expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Togo's room, most likely. You're right. Alright. Honestly, I don't care as much about this as finding, what? There it is. Alright, let's barge in. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. What? What? Okay, what am I supposed to do? Do I talk to them? Alright, I'll talk to them and see what they have to say. She would probably know. She cares more. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's the emergency?
so,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. If the VA already says it in the line, yeah. I know. I wasn't expecting him to actually say it, so I just read it off anyway. But yeah, good idea. All right, well, okay, well, she's not in here. I might as well give it a shot. Ding dong. The door swung open, slowly and silently. What's going on? Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Nope. She ain't gonna do it, bro.
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face, and I died right then and there from the ferocious slamming of the door. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. Oh, we're in Kansas now. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door She's a gamer. She's a female incel. Does she think the same as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko is so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? What do you think, tall boy? Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her to come out of her room? I mean, oh yeah, if anyone could do it, it'd be him.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Oh, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Femsara. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
what do you want?
Leave me alone, you're all so annoying. Bacula? Bacula? What? Why is she calling him Bacula?
Byakuya.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. What? Why? Why did she call him Bacula? Is it a combination of Byakuya and Dracula? I don't see the resemblance. I really don't. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. Not even he could persuade her. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Yeah. If she's not gonna talk to Byakuya, she won't talk to anyone. Lord. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? Hey, don't pry, bruh.
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. But Byakuya? And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Toko doesn't... Probably not. There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. Alright, let me talk to you then, bro. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Oh god. Why is there so much? I feel it's on the table here. Knock it off. What does a desk lamp matter right now? I meant the... Oh, come on. I started saying damn instead of damn. Ah, interesting. Maybe the desk? There are no clues there. We need to check elsewhere. Come on. Dude, you suck balls. You really do. Okay, so the books don't matter. Is it? I feel like it could only be this right here. What the heck, dude? Where? Oh, man. Where would I be searching, dude? There's no computer there anymore. What? There are no clues there. We need to check elsewhere. Oh my god, dude. You're gay. What are you, the evidence, dude? Do I need to talk to you to prove the evidence is in the camera? The surveillance camera. The mastermind must have been watching Chihiro crap. Alright, it's not there. That's the point. It's not there. Doesn't matter. And I didn't get no coins from it either. What if Byakuya gave you $30 to give him a good, okay slap in the face? Old slap in the face. I'd forgive him for everything else if he'd let me slap him in the face. But why is it that the jerks are always the most interesting characters? Even Edgeworth was a douche when we first meet him. Now, no clues there. We need to check elsewhere. Where would I? All right, where haven't I checked? Is it here? This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. I can't think about this right now. Yeah. What can I think about? He's not accepting anything as evidence. And I don't even know what there is to accept as evidence. Wait, what? The door? The door leads us out of here, doesn't it? I mean, come on. Have I not? Good lord. Give me a hint. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Oh, okay. Alright. Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words...
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Oh lord. Oh lord, oh lord, oh lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy. What all can I check? Not much, surprisingly. Not as much as last time, but I have a feeling it's probably... I feel this looks best. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? I see. Here. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before. He hooked up a bunch of stuff himself when he was reading his book, did he?
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? Are you lampist? Are you racist against lamps, Makoto? It was here before, but I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Even with your glasses, it's too dark in there, screw you. I'm gonna hit the dap with my fellow youth. Maybe the answer is in the books. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Oh, you have a sharp eye to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. Oh, God. Kill him. God. There's so many files stuffed onto that shelf. What's in all these things? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power, the secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Maybe it's behind him, and he's covering the books. Dummy. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. Thick files. If you're thinking at looking at any of them, let me give you a warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. Try me. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? Well, those files, there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only, and not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Well, why are they all here? In a school? Oh, I don't get it. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How can anyone have put this all together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. Tristan, how are you, by the way? I'm doing pretty good. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple, those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all of these documents, and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room, just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. He works for the government. Get him. I'd rather not. They'll find out it was me. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports, yeah. You could use some body exercise as well. You're quite thin and lanky. I could probably anyone could just snap you in half like that, dude. I mean, I get you're Japanese, but I mean, even they put on at least some weight, dude. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf. He really is just the young Edgeworth, isn't he? You know, I mean, Edgeworth is interested in this stuff as well. Yeah. Just like Makoto is the young Phoenix, right? I mean, this is just, yeah. People probably ship Byakuya and Makoto like they ship Edgeworth and Phoenix as well.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Waluigi what the heck, dude? Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases have been compiled here. Luigi is perfectly healthy. You're right, he is just Waluigi with a better fashion sense. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, when the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were the members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspect of each crime. That aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Oh god. Oh god. You know what I'm thinking about here, and it's not pleasant. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. You know, something Byakuya doesn't realize is that if he's the only one to know about these details, besides the real Genocide Jack, then he could have been the killer just as easily as Genocide Jack could have been. Now, of course, I'm not saying he is. I doubt he's the killer in any of these cases, to be honest, but I'm just saying, he's kind of opened everyone else up to the possibility that he was the murderer, because only he has has access to the files, at least only him as a person here, right? I'm just saying. But then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer. Really is walking around among us.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of a little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. That's not gay at all, by the way. I have no attraction to that idiot. Oh, God. There's a ton of thick files. Alright, does he have anything else to talk about? Could you let me see it? Well, you didn't beg. But I guess it's okay this time. Toko's into some weird stuff. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Oh my. They all look the same. Oh wait, no. They're two different people. Maybe watching this was a mistake due to the nature. What? The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on several pages. Ken Harada Ken. The murder took place in the parking lot of the victim's apartment complex. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. She attached him to the wall with scissors. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Hondo, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Isai, 14. 14. She killed the Genocide Jack. Killed a 14-year-old. Huh. Dang. Takashi Yoshida, 30. Kamatsu Taro, Takafumi Gono, Ichuda, Hisa, Takashi Masumune, Yuto Yomajima. There was no end to it. Yeah. All these names that I can't pronounce. I mean, my god, that's a lot of Japanese people. These undertones are too 18 plus and not good for Minecraft gamer moments. Yeah, probably not. This game would be so much more gory if the blood was actually red. Yeah, I mean, if the blood was actually red. Yeah, it's weird to think, like, just think about how, like, inappropriate this game is. I mean, Ace Attorney, for instance, has crime photos with actual, well, it's crime scenes with actual red blood. This has crime scenes with pink blood, and even with them making that compromise, well, maybe it's an artistic choice, but even with them choosing to do that, it still ended up being 17 plus, whereas most of Ace Attorney was 13 plus. Like, the game probably wouldn't even be released if it was actually red on top of all the other stuff. Like, my god. But one more thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killers' countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common thing for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect was potentially suffering from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
the key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya? We're splitting my parents. Yeah. Yep. I know someone with DID. Thank God they don't mention it that often. Because that would be annoying. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like
I
that?
don't have time to play.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions, dick crap. Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. F. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some new info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Alright. Alright, hold on a second. It was up here in the first place. Why did I do that? Okay. Alright. Oh god. Well, we'll talk to him, why not? Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increase from me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that. Oh god, just yet.
Sure of it.
But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah. Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile, too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Probably not. Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Alright, well, I'll just move there first. I have a feeling that it's probably, yeah. I'll find her by the, I'm sure that, oh, okay, never mind. Alright, I'll meet by her later, alright. Alright, girls' bathroom first, locker room first. Then the boys. Alright. You discovered anything?
Damn.
Chihira's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul.
No forgiveness.
To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Okay. Alright, I don't care. I just do not care. Dude, I had a real Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihira's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihira's handbook is missing? It's definitely worth worrying about. Chihira's e-handbook has been added to crap. Kyoko is a better version of Gumshoe. Right, because she's basically the detective here who gives us the information, but she's not totally incompetent, unlike Gumshoe. Although Gumshoe has his own charm, of course. It's just that, you know, when he keeps talking about like his ramen fetish before he actually gives us the information about the case, then yeah. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Oh my god. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. It's, she was the ultimate programmer and she's being hung up with programming equipment. Oh my god. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihira's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. That's the issue of her being suspended, and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But what about it now? But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. Yeah, it's, yeah, perhaps Byakuya. Yeah, I know. I'll say what I can see first off. Okay, well, first of all, this dude was stabbed a bunch, and he was hung up with the scissors. She was knocked out cold, like probably in one fatal swoop, and was hung up by a bunch of coil, and a bunch of chargers, and that's a bit odd. compared to this. Could still be the murderer, but yeah. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all of these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. To figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Right, what? Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. But it isn't actually a rope at all. Still, that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. Wait, no. Alright. That's it. I think I can get out of here for now. Yeah. Yeah, I can just leave. Oh, there is? Where? Uh-huh. It's the blood-stained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big rested swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. Yeah, I know, dude, but still. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Yeah, maybe in the boys' locker room. Which it was in there, by the way. What? Alright, what more do I have to investigate? I don't get it. Yeah. Well, so something that I'm thinking about is how did the blood get literally everywhere? I mean, I feel like there had to be some other method of struggle. I mean, a head can bleed a lot, but right here, and then here, and I just... It doesn't make sense. There's a blood stain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I guess I could check in here then. This door leads out to the pool. Uh-huh. What more do I have to check? I've checked the body. Can I talk to them about this? Because I just don't.
Damn.
Oh, God. I can't. You're not giving me... Yes, leave it. Alright, there's nothing else to investigate there. Apparently I should... Nice bonkers, bro. Alright, so apparently I should check the boys' locker room as well. I'm not sure what would be in here worthwhile. And no, what? Whoa. That's noticeable. That is definitely noticeable. There is a problem here. I don't know what the oh, what? There's a strange stain on the carpet. Ugh. What is it? Maybe it's coffee. Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Maybe it's Gatto's coffee. Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite fit in the boys' locker room. Yeah. Yeah, girls generally simp over the boy bands, and boys usually, yeah, because if you noticed earlier, that poster was in here before, and we couldn't have known this was in there before. Yeah. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right. There's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? Yeah, probably. But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have... I love Yang. Yeah, what? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Who would know more about that? Hifumi? 2 locker room posters have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I get it. Alright. Anything else? Nope. Maybe would these two know more about locker rooms? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Close.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercise. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day, I spilled... the bloodstain is perfectly placed, perhaps. Anyway, the other day, I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room, and I left a stain. Wait, the carpets were moved to... the stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet
of
now.
course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier, but the stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it usually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing stain has been added to the Truth Vault section of your handbook. This is going to be really interesting. A good trial for sure. Yeah, alright. So I can leave here, and I think finally talk to Celeste. Alright, I'm gonna talk to Celeste. Yeah. I think Hifumi would probably come to the boys' locker room a lot more if he knew about the poster. Right. The warehouse is that place with the food, I think, right? Yeah. I think so. I don't quite remember, but I think so. Hi, dude. Okay. I'm playing SA2. SA2. What does that stand for? Oh lord. I'm gonna stop trying to talk like Sakura because it's destroying my throat, as you can see. Ah, good lord. Is she here? Yep, she's here. Alright, crap. God. Oh, good lord. Sonic Adventure 2. Ah, alright. Makes sense. Anyway, so... let's talk to her. No, that's not where I meant to. Celeste, what are you doing here?
This warehouse is amazing. It is absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless.
Then did you find something?
Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse.
Evie?
Really? That was right before nighttime.
Hmm?
Hmm?
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
Perhaps.
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Ah.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to get exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened.
You get what you deserve, I suppose. No, shut up. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, There was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag. Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. My God. Her e-handbook also disappeared. Maybe this could be related. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Nice. Leave the area? Yes. Right, and now I have no clue where I should go. Maybe I'll check the trash to see if it was disposed of at all. Because last time someone tried to dispose of stuff in the trash, it was pretty obvious what they were trying to do, so maybe I can tell this time. No. No, I cannot tell at all. And again, I might as well check, just in case. This is the trash room, the dump in other words. But with the gate in the way, I can't actually get inside. Anyway, it's not related to the case. There's nobody left who could do what Leon did. Yeah. Yeah, they would see it as too stupid to do that. There's a hatch on the floor. Door won't bulge. It must be locked. I think we'll eventually find out where that hatch leads. Wonder when. Anyways, we'll exit. Leave the area? Yep. I want to leave. Alrighty. Where should we go? Where should we go? Where should we go? I don't know. Last time I know exactly where I should have gone, but... Maybe in the laundry room. I think our main goal should probably be looking for her missing stuff. But if we can't find it, then there's just no need, and... yeah. You know, the thing is that, like, this is the entire space. Like, not... oh, I got a B rank on an Emerald hunting stage for once. Nice. I'm not sure how ranking and stuff there works, but yeah. Again, I need to look for her duffel bag and stuff. Or... Now, let's talk to Aoi, just in case she has anything. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out. She just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy. I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? She looks like a chipmunk. That's so weird. I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Aw, I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused. Oh, man.
yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us, either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? That is a bit weird. Oh, wait, maybe she was just used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? What the hell? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl, a gold digger. Aoi's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. And, there's nothing in here. Alright, I guess I should just explore randomly. Until I find something useful. Again, I want to find her bag and her e-handbook, if that's possible. Because I feel like maybe it might be useful, possibly. I don't know. I just want to find it.
but we'll just check on Toko, just in case. This is Toko's room. I should probably just leave her alone for now. Okay. Would any of this be... I doubt it. She'd step foot in the bath, but... I'm just curious. Also, Aoi is pronounced Oi. Oi Hasahina. Didn't she pronounce it Aoi? One of them is unlocked, but I didn't see anything inside. Yeah. I doubt I'll find anything in here, but I'm gonna check anyway. Yeah, I can't. It's not. Good lord. Oh, but the thing is weirdly enough, people call her by a shortened version of her last name, Hina, instead of her first name. I'm not quite sure why they do that. I guess it's like how Phoenix always calls Edgeworth, and Edgeworth always calls Phoenix Wright. They just call each other by last names, because why not? Kind of kinky. Maybe. I don't know. Would it be in here? I don't know. Oh yes, Hina. Oh yes. Again, I have no clue what I should be looking for. This is just the same as it's always been. Yep. I wonder how long we've been here at this point. Be interesting to know. Alright, well, let's take a look at our truth bullets. Monokuma file number 2, Sakura's account, locker from Dumbbell, Mondo's account, card reader, main hall ebooks, broken ebook. It's because of how names works in Japan. Like, because the last name is technically also because Aoi is harder to say. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say though, another thing. The last name comes before the first name in Japan, but it's localized as the the not last name for it. It's weird because I can't call it anything else other than the last name because I don't know another term, but it's actually the first name. It's odd. Yeah, I this doesn't really give me a clue to anything further. She was on her way. Could we, like, retrace her steps and try to figure out where? Well, that would mean it could be anywhere. I mean, come on. We'll talk to him, shall we? Oh, yes, alright, I'll try to. Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it! I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Okay. Alright. Whatever you say, dude. Oh, he's here. What a weirdo.
Huh?
Tristan, what's your favorite game?
Makoto.
I have no clue. I really don't know, to be honest. I guess if I had to pick a story-based game, you know, and this is kind of cheating, but it's kind of one game in a way. It'd probably be the Ace Attorney trilogy, you know, the package on Switch and the modern consoles. I just, I don't know. It's a really good game. It is. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, that's all I can really think to say, really. I don't, yeah. That's probably it. like great music, really funny writing, good mysteries. It's just, honestly, it doesn't falter in many areas. It only really falters when, like, it gets annoying when prosecutors use the same sort of arguments. They're like, evidence is everything, you can't make that argument, it's dumb. It's like, shut up, I made a good argument, you're annoying me. But that's just how it goes, I guess. I haven't been up to anything myself. Make sure you say it as oi, alright. Oi. 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 You. It's like, so you say it how a British person would call out their friend. I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. Yeah, I did look inside the mailbox, and that's all I found in the mailbox. Or the gosh darn e-books, e-handbooks. It looks like the handbook. Yeah. Are you allowed to give me any hints as to where I could possibly look? Because I have no, like, maybe in here. Because I know that cable was, you know, a charger cable was used to wrap her up and hang her there, so. Yeah, but there are absolutely no cables here. There has to be a place like that. You know what would be the saddest thing possible is like, as people keep dying, they actually open up different rooms that kind of would intrigue people who've already died. Like, if they open up a room with a bunch of computers in it that you could program stuff in, but yeah, I don't. I haven't thought to check the gym. That might be good. No one's in here, and there's no clues or anything. So, yeah. Man. Wait, no, never mind. I missaw. That's not a word, but I saw wrong. I really don't know how else to say that. I did not see the right thing. God. Australian, yeah. Yeah, what is this place? I never even checked this out. The nurse, yeah. Yeah, I doubt there'd be a nurse here. It makes sense to keep that boarded off. God, where could she have possibly left it, though? Because it has to be somewhere. Somewhere in the trash. Where the murderer disposed of it, maybe. Reality isn't everything it is. It is. Alright. Yeah. Now, it would be interesting to think if, like, in the Danganronpa universe, if everything that would usually be red is actually pink, opposed to just the blood. Like, that would be whack. But it's not the same. As you can see, there's red here. Again, am I being offered no clues? Because I have, yeah. There is? Okay, so there is stuff in here, okay. Check, alright, cool. See, I was beginning to suspect there was nothing in here. According to this letter, Hope's Peak Academy had stopped functioning as a school. And what's more, it didn't even happen recently. Apparently it closed down over a year ago. The mastermind probably took over the abandoned school in order to start this killing game, which explains why there aren't any other students here, because it's not a real school. And then there's these serious issues that forced the school to close down in the first place. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or, I don't know. Huh? Lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. Lamp cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on. It was definitely right here. Oh, that's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. There's no extension cord here now. I wonder if library desk lamp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's still more I need to check. What else? What else do you need to check, my boy? This desk lamp, we'll check that. Desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over here and put it over there. It sure is dark over there. I wanted to take another look at Genocide Jack's file. I know it was around here somewhere. The extension cord can hold up, yeah. Huh? It's gone. Can someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Right. What? What's going on?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Alright, hold on a second. I need to head out for a few minutes. I'll return. Yeah, I need to prepare myself if we're gonna jump straight into the trial. Destroys the key. Wow. Okay. I've returned. My God. Alrighty. Let's get straight into the trial, shall we?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right?
Indeed.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Mhm.
See you soon.
Yeah, here's the thing. If he didn't cut us off and just start the trial, then we'd be here all day. So, yeah. Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. Alright. Let's make it. The red door is right through there.
Ahem, so is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind, or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. I left for a bit, but I'm back just in time, I see. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. Phew. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we go? Shall we get going? It's about time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her, and yet she was still killed. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. And I'm gonna kill them. Personally. Someone's standing right here. Alright. Well, so what? Best to just go right now. There's no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. You know, it's really not been that long since we first found her body. And now we're starting, eh? The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? Are we decorated? Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Wait, hold on a second. Alright. I apologize. It's just that I have the blue light filter set to automatically turn on, and that makes everything look like garbage. Yeah, let the despair begin indeed, but I need to turn this off to see everything well. So, yeah. There we go. Much better. Do waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with, my lord. Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get the show on the road.
Chills,
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
I'm predicting tree hair guy. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Yeah. Do you want to save this data? Absolutely. What? Alright then. Alright, let's open our e-handbook. Truth bullets. Monokuma file number 2, Sakura's account, locker room dumbbell, and that was about, yeah. Locker room dumbbell, Mondo's account, yep. Card reader, Main Holly handbooks, Broken E handbook, Genocide Jack case file, Oi's account, it doesn't sound right, I'll get used to it. Boys locker room carpet, 2 locker room posters, Shihiro's e-handbook, status of the dead body, disappearing stain, library desk lamp, Celeste's account. Alright, I don't want to waste any time, so even if I'm not that prepared, but what is set skills? Yeah, alright. Doesn't do anything. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Pretty sure he already mentioned
then
this.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Make your argument. Genocide Jack case file, library desk lamp, locker room dumbbell. Right, I need to choose this, right? No?
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Well, hold on. How do I switch again?
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used the
How do I...
instrument.
How...
What kind of blunt
Okay, how do I... Influence gauge, focus gauge, concentration, fast forward, weak spots, firing truth bullets, loading truth bullets. Move the mouse wheel up or down to select a truth bullet. I don't have a mouse wheel, so...
I bet it was an iron
No.
Interesting.
What? I can't...
Certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Alright, what?
Poor Chihiro.
You didn't equip skills? How... No, the weapon that was used to kill Chihiro must have been the locker room. I didn't see any skills there. So, how do I...
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Alright,
It appears it was a head wound.
Yeah, but how do I switch?
Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument.
Again, I remember last time I was able to move this around freely, but I don't remember how I did that.
Pipe. Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
No,
Poor
it's not.
Chihiro.
What? No, the weapon that was used to kill Chihiro must have been in the boys' locker room. Yes, I know, but I can't. How do I equip that?
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Okay, how do you equip
It
skills?
appears it was a
Is
head
that
wound.
needed?
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe. Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Jesus.
Poor Chihiro.
My God. Ah. Ah, there we go. Alright, it was Q. Alright then. Again, should I have equipped skills? Because I don't,
It was a head wound.
yeah.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I bet it was an iron
This,
pipe.
however, is incredibly... No. Oh, alright, how do you skip again? Oh, shit. And it makes everyone's voices higher.
Chihiro's, it appears it was a...
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Come on, shoot.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Shoot it. No. There. Good.
No, that's wrong.
Amazing. I can't get too excited. My parents are in the other room, but I'm
Can we
excited.
agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? Found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yeah.
Yay! That's so creepy!
Not really.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Uh-huh.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes. What? For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attack the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, you shoot down an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise. The time limit will decrease. So take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Good lord. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Yeah, well, I have it on the hardest setting possible, so yeah, I have to worry. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your argument.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so
What? Crap.
speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
I don't care.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof
Nope.
for it.
Nope, not that, not that.
Hey, so speaking of Genocide, I don't know who that is.
The culprit is Case closed.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
come on!
I know the
There's just
tutorial
no
voice is a
proof
woman.
for it.
Best
Hey,
character.
So speaking of
Alright, I really
Genocide,
need to use the silencer, don't I? Alright, there's no choice but to use the silencer. I don't want to,
As far as I'm concerned.
but
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
come on. That finally.
No, it's wrong.
Break.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Good idea.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Nice.
According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
What the
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
It's them being hung up, isn't it? The other characteristic in every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, where the murder took place, the bloody message left behind, how the victim was positioned. That has to be the case.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Certain way.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
But just so I'm clear, should I try to look for skills next time, or do I just go in without any?
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Well, I mean, you did read about it, bruh.
There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying
Way.
Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
What a twist. What the heck?
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, blodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why's this gotta be so complicated?
It doesn't seem like a riddle in a way. It does seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel like I can just about see it. Genocide Jack is Toko, but isn't Toko. What does it mean? What? Hangman's Gambit? No. What? It has something to do with split personalities. Miss. Alright, what would I put down, though? No. Alright. I need to... Oh, God. Man. And I'm down for the count. I have no idea what the word could be. Of course, I can want to give it another shot? Yes.
I refuse to give
Don't
up
hit.
yet.
Don't hit no. Never hit no. Alright. Again, it has something to do with split personalities, but I don't know what word to put down, because I don't think that's what they're allowing me to put down here, so... Alright, S is the first letter, so we can cross that off right now, but... That's a miss. C is a miss too, I think. But something I haven't tried. I? No. I. Oh, what? Okay. O then? No. What am I putting down?
Now I understand.
Schizophrenic, what?
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
What does that word mean?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough.
Aw, crap. The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. She arrived late, she fainted, her behavior changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back.
Ah.
She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
But isn't schizophrenia... Isn't schizophrenia thinking that someone's there when they're actually not? What does this have to do with this? Or am I getting the terms wrong?
I'm fine, I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
The world has a front and a back, a topping and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
When did she say that?
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
I will
Not to
do
mention,
whatever I
once
want.
she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
So she reverted back to her personality, just Genocide Jack was gay. I want to let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
And you didn't keep your promise.
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
Nope.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh, Byakuya, what's wrong with you, dude?
That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
Yeah, he probably did.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
George, I know why you said she gets better in the story. What?
I hate you.
Well, because she actually has a reason to be a jerk.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the room, but in the next second... Oh no.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Genocide Jill? Who's Genocide Jill?
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous minds, sound
found in Murderer's body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Hey look, it's the second best character. Who is the first best? This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
It's like he's interviewing her for a magazine.
I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
So that means...
Kidding.
Oh, what?
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
You revealed the secret yourself, bruh. I knew this would give me Saw vibes. Well, I mean, I guess it's the twist. Yeah, right. Yeah, the twist in the first movie.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Yeah, not to sound weird, but I love Genocide Jill's voice.
Huh?
I just do.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
No, I feel there's probably more to this, because there's no way the culprit would be revealed that early. Maybe she's totally right about this, but something's still bothering me. When she said, I need to get some more details about all this. Yeah, I know. But it's the way she voice acts Genocide Jill is different. Crap. Alright, status of the dead body.
You
Alright.
say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
It does?
What more proof do we need?
What? Alright, I have no clue.
Give it up. You killed her.
Yeah, I have no clue. Is Genocide Jack really the killer? I feel like something doesn't match up. Alright, what is it? Status of the dead body.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us
Lucy
to
Kern
believe
Stain, Library Death
If you
Slam.
had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Does it?
What more proof do we need?
There are people out there
You killed
who
her.
knit to the tongue alone. It's disturbing. Knit to the tongue? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if this actually involves any knitting.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now
When you compare your past murders to this instance, the modus operandi matches
Maybe this is it.
completely.
No. It touches.
No, it's wrong.
Wait, alright, I'm right. Okay. We just have to see why I'm right, because I don't know.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying. She has an interesting sounding voice. That's all I'm saying. I'm not that person.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Yeah, well, this was just a blunt object. Here's the thing that like turns me on to think there are two different people the most. Think about how many times like a person as crazy as Genocide Jill would try to kill someone and stab someone, right? It's all due to pure insanity and having fun, right? Like she likes to kill people, but it's pretty obvious that this was just done to be done, right? I mean, just hit on the head and knocked out instantly. It would be like shooting her straight up if there was a gun there, you know? Like this isn't the work of someone truly, truly insane. This is the work of someone who wanted to get the job done quickly.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Then again, though, that's probably not what they're gonna bring up. It's just something I noticed.
I murder with passion and
It's exactly what I
I
said.
consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
My Chef Boyardee. Yeah.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
Yeah.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. The victim's fatal injury, the style of the bloody message. I feel... I'll go with the injury, but...
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different.
Yeah, the
In the
message is
Genocide
more or
Jack
less the
murders,
same.
all the victims were killed the same way.
With scissors.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, come on. I mean, sure, spaghetti is probably better than Chef Boyardee, but Chef Boyardee is good. I mean, I've never had Chef Boyardee in my life. Yeah. That's something they never talk about. You can eat stuff out of a can, right? Edgeworth's argument for cooking versus heating up was right. You just heat up the food in the microwave. You don't cook it. You can eat soup out of a can. Maybe it's cold, but you can still eat the soup.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Yes, that is remarkably different from the other murders.
Yeah, I didn't read enough to know it was only ever scissors, but yeah, it just doesn't seem similar enough.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
It's weird how we're defending a serial killer, but I mean, we're not wrong, are we?
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Where do you live to never have Chef Boyardee? I don't know.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference was related to how she was suspended. How the body was posed, when she was suspended, what was used to suspend her. I think that was something that I noticed.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
It wasn't a rope, but close
Well,
enough.
in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
The weapons in question.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
She really likes comparing stuff to food, doesn't she?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each genocide
they're dudes.
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
They used lolly in a game, unironically. I mean, all right. Let's see. Big Mac sounds like a one-hit rapper. Yeah, I want to see Bryce Papenbrook do a rap. Let's do it, guys. Come on. I want to see it happen. I swear. I'll make that happen. I don't know how, but it'll happen. But change.org. Change.org. I'm signing a petition to make Bryce Papenbrook do a rap and call himself the Big Mac. It has to happen. Come on. George, back me up here. There is a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it? Yeah. Because apparently Chihiro is a lolly, and everyone else isn't. I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed her, because Chihiro was her lover. This is like an Ace Attorney. Yeah. It's like an Ace Attorney where you accuse them because Chihiro was her friend because Chihiro was a girl. I think that's it. That's it.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were dudes. Kenharada, 32. Tensahiro Hondo, 17. Shoji Gakko, 23. Kano Isai, 14. Takashi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuno, Suna Taro. Takifumi Gono. Ichuda Naohiya. Takashi Masumi. You know, all of these probably have actual Japanese word origins. And I'm not just butchering names, I'm butchering the language. And they actually mean something. Like in Ace Attorney, that all the names have a pun. In this game, I wonder if they all have puns too. It's just they're in Japanese, so I can't guess. Yuto Yumajima, there's no end to it.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
What the hell?
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
You're a killer. You don't need to.
What's wrong with you?
I can't
Exactly.
help it. I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
Oh.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
Oh. Gross.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
He says that with such conviction, it's like he
When
believes.
an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it.
I'm about to be killed.
It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to
I'm gonna get
survive.
stabbed in the balls with some scissors.
Lolly car!
Lowly cur.
Slowly, cur.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Kristen, should we change your rap name to Big Mac? No. That's Bryce Papenbrook's rap name. Okay? You understand me? That's his.
And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
Some amount.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
Prized
Go
scissors.
out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell.
Yeah, again, it's weird. I'm defending a killer, and I know they're a killer. I'm just saying, hey, look, this is a killer, but they didn't kill them, so give them a break, eh? Just, God. That's how a real lawyer does things, right? Okay, young fossil fuel. Yes, I'm young fossil fuels. You're a young paper cut. Bryce Papenbrook is a Big Mac. Because he's an actual adult, and we haven't met him. And George Costanza is not a rapper. Or maybe he is. George, what's your rap name?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Exactly.
Are you sure about that?
What? What? Oh no. Look, she has a Joker smile. She truly is the most insane person here.
She's fully equipped.
Little Vandelay. Right, you design railroads, right?
Right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime.
No, you rap about railroads. You rap about trains.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you.
Is there anything she doesn't nut over? I mean, her scissors, Italian food, Byakuya, adorable men. It's so odd.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Yep.
The body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. And it's Byakuya. He's the only guy who would have known. It's literally the only way. I'm probably
Byakuya,
wrong.
It's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Every person who plays DR has to say adorable, cute men at least 50 times. I mean... Oh, well, it's kinda hard to get over the fact she said that. You gotta realize, man. I mean... Imagine if I became a killer and only it targeted girls who I was also attracted to. That'd just be odd. That'd just be odd, dude. I mean, like, Maya would be just killed, totaled.
You'd
God.
have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
I don't think he's the killer. I don't know why. I just don't think he's the killer, but he's like the only person I can think of right now, so we'll see where this trial leads us.
Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened,
But
hadn't you?
you have to realize, I brought it up earlier too, he's like, there's no one else but him or Toko who could have done this. So, yeah.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Ted Bundy? Oh,
Push
God.
the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was...
Yeah, you're right, right? I mean, Ted Bundy did do that. Brooks can stop doing that up there. You can't hear him, but I can. And it hurts my brain.
You wanted to pin the crime on her.
Yeah, because you hate her, but she loves you. She'll probably come to meet you in prison. She'll use her thin figure to slide through the bars.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Wait, so is Byakuya not the only person she likes then? She just likes anyone who's adorable and has glasses? She should like herself then.
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
I'm sure it'll come up with a super smart explanation like Edgeworth does to everything.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
You kind of started acting suspicious from the moment we met him, to be honest.
Looking back and thinking about it now,
But we'll try and make an exact date that's not there.
the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
The locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious. Indeed. Would you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. Nah, she's loyal to Gadoka. Oh, wait. Got what? Are you talking about a certain coffee-drinking Mexican man, or... Because that name looks familiar. It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls'
No,
locker
you're a total perv, that's why.
Nothing strange about that, I
she
say.
still has the ahegao face. What's it called? It's you know what
On
I'm
the
talking
contrary,
about.
there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Oh, God. Sure. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. Alright. So you can use 10... Oh, God. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, and yeah, you can use evidence against other evidence in an actual court of law, I think. If you shoot or charge the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a live contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When is the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to use your keen wits, won't you? I don't have those. In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your argument. Alright. Monokuma file number 2. Oh, just the Monokuma file? Alright, we definitely need another weak spot.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found him. But
alright.
he was acting weird... How?
Wait, what?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
Oh, God.
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
What the hell? Hearing Miyaku's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a clear contradiction there. I need to make that contradiction clear.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found his body.
Don't need to say that.
But he was acting weird...
If you're presented with the opportunity to check, that's a natural
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
Uh-huh. Alright, where?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found his
Does
body.
this have anything to do with... Nope. It doesn't. Alright, I don't know what to save.
So, you said Byakuya was acting
Let's
kind
save
of weird,
that.
But he was acting weird... How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out, that's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro.
Alright, does this work? It does. All right.
No, it's wrong.
I don't know how it works, but yeah. I have a few minutes left. Then I'll go.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Oh, right.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's late for me, so I'm gonna have to end it here. Now, I didn't get a chance to save this at a good enough time, so I'll have to, once again, just shut my computer lid, but, you know, whatever. We're making good progress. Once we're done with this, we'll be done with this chapter, then I could do 5 to 10 episodes of Ace Attorney and get caught up with that. And, yeah, again, making good progress. This game is actually picking up. It's surprising. After my favorite character dies, the game actually gets way more interesting. Like, not that it was bad before, but this is getting really intense and good and stuff. It's quite epic. Quite epic. But, yeah, I'm going to have to stop streaming now. See you all in the next video. I plan on streaming as soon as possible for as long as possible. You know, and yeah, later.